Hello everyone and welcome to my channel once again. This is a place that you get so much, and if you have not yet subscribed, I don't know what I would do again than to say please click on the subscribe button below and of course turn on all notifications. On today's episode, I will just be sharing a couple things that we should look forward to in 2025 as a professional, as a career person. It could also mean as a business person, what are the things to look forward to make the difference. One of the things I would mention is that I am so much of an advocate of things happening very quickly. I believe that we should be patient and a whole lot of things can happen with a lot of time, but I also think that we can do a whole lot of very big things within a short period of time, and that's literally how I think most of the time. What am I saying? You can get a raise in your salary in a short period of time. You can get a promotion quickly. A whole lot. All without pressure, but a lot of things can happen, right? You can literally be here today, and in 4 months, 5 months, you are here. So I just want you to have that notion that you don't have to suffer and do a particular routine and follow a particular process for growth and certain things to happen. So what are the things that I would be recommending for 2025? Going into 2025, what are the things that you can do? As I make this video, as I said, I'm also speaking to myself because I'm going to be practicing these things that I'm teaching, and I'm hopeful that maybe sometime November, December 2025, we can come back to the comment section of this video and then we can celebrate a couple things that have happened. So one of the things you can do while watching this video is to comment somewhere, and you can comment today's date that I am keying into 17th. I don't know when this video will exactly be posted, but you can comment the date. And one of the things I'm going to be prescribing for 2025 is intentionality, right? Being very, very conscious. I think it was my previous video. One of the things I mentioned there was clarity. Sometimes all we need to do is to be sure of what we want to do, and we are not just confused and we are not everywhere at the same time. But then there's a whole lot of intentionality. I had to learn intentionality maybe due to the course of writing books and doing my practice, but I discovered that intentional people are the most daring people. They are the most successful people. They are the people who get to do very big things. You're intentional about your growth. You believe that things are not going to fall and just fall to you, but you are going to do certain things about them. So you know that you have a loophole. You know that there's a skill gap you need to fix. You know that there are certain things you need to put in place. Why not get into 2025 having these things all planned out and having action plans to actually work on these things? So intentionality, very, very important. I'm going to be intentional enough to join communities. I'm going to be intentional enough to do X, Y, Z. So never forget intentionality. I don't intend to make a very long video. I'll just share about 2 or 3 things, and then it will be good enough for us to practice. Again, in 2025, I'd like you to embrace networking, right? Embrace networking like there is no tomorrow. And how do you network? Pretty simple. So the thing around networking is a lot of people get it wrong. We always think that networking is all about I take from somebody who is already established, but networking can be viewed as a symbiotic relationship in most cases, where sometimes you are the one giving, sometimes you are the one taking. Do you understand? So if you meet me and I'm part of your network, I assure you that I'm going to be very valuable to you, right? Don't always have this needy mindset where you are networking because you want to get a job. You are networking because you want to do this, you want to do that. And even do with networking is to say that within a particular month, right, that has 30 days, maybe I'm going to meet 2 new persons or 3 new persons within my professional circle, right? So I challenge you in 2025, in January, right? Get in touch either via LinkedIn, or you attend an event, or you are speaking to somebody new, somebody relevant to your professional career or your business or whatever you are trying to do. Ensure that you are meeting new persons, you are forming business relationships. If at the end of the year in 2025, you do have people who are positioned in your life. That's a big win. Some of us, we underestimate the gift of people. It's such a big win if I can make calls, right? It's such a big win if I know that I want to advance upon my career, but then I know there's somebody I can speak to for advice. I know there's somebody who can tell me, okay, do this, do that, right? So take networking very seriously. If you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe to this channel, as it will be insightful. One of the things that we're doing in 2025 would be, a blend of technical things. I'll still go back to my HR videos, right? Like I said, within this channel, I want to do HR, I want to do career, I want to do lifestyle, and I'll be focusing on tech. When I mean tech, I mean data science, data analytics, which is my core area. And I'll be doing a lot of trainings. Within the year, and you can do well to connect with me. You connect with me on LinkedIn. We can rub minds together on how we can be insightful to each other. So back to our conversation. It is important to not give excuses of you being an introvert, you don't know how to speak to people and all that. Sometimes a closed mouth is just a closed destiny. You never can tell that person who you're going to meet, you're going to speak to, and then the two of you just find out that the two of you are hitting the same frequency. I remember one of the jobs I've gotten within my career. I got that job from a senior who was my senior in school, and then he told me they were recruiting in their company, if I would love to apply. Of course, I went through the regular recruitment processes, but the fact that somebody within the company reached out to me and then was already an insider, that should tell you that I had a lot of leverage, and we were a whole lot within that recruitment process, but I eventually got the job. So relationships, don't joke with relationships. The next thing I will talk about is that learn not to close your mouth or be silent about the things you are capable of doing. This is what I mean. So you are working on a particular job and you can't track. There's no milestone. In fact, one of the challenges I want to give to myself and give to you watching this video, again, if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe to this channel. I will always be saying this for all my viewers, right? You should not just view, subscribe, turn on the notification so that you can get more exciting videos like this. All right. It's important that you are not just going over your day to day and you don't have strategic milestones. So if I'm going to work on a Monday, or if I'm doing my business on a Monday, or if I'm learning a skill on a Monday, by Friday, what do I hope to achieve? Like I said, in 2024, I have done about 8 webinars or thereabouts, and one of the things I do whenever I'm preparing my slides is to give my objectives at the end of the webinar or at the end of the training. What do I want my viewers, what do I want people who are listening to me to get at the end? So for yourself, set strategic milestones for the week. By Friday, this is what I should have happened. By the end of this month, this is what should have happened. One is not far away. If you find you valuable, there are a whole lot of things that would happen. So don't always be that person who is behind the team, and some people are making things to work, but somehow you are just at the background. We are not very sure what your contributions are to this team. It's something that is just not going to help you. So as you are networking, as you are being intentional, ensure that you are not in the background. Ensure that people know what your achievements are, right? And these things just add up. And on a final note, in 2025, I'm going to suggest that you should dare new things. You should be bold and confident enough to try difficult things. It looks as if the money, it looks as if the progress sometimes is in those areas, those aspects where people don't have a lot of knowledge or they don't have insights in. That is why maybe a surgeon or a marine engineer or somebody who has a very technical skill might earn so much more, or a developer might earn so much more than somebody who is just an admin person. If there's nothing you would get from this video, let it be the fact that you are having a value-added mindset. Don't be an addition to the crowd. Don't just be one person on your company's payroll where they are just paying you at the end of the month, right? It's okay if you don't believe in the philosophy of your company, or you are disengaged and you have tried everything possible. I'm sure most managements, they will always help their staff, or in most cases, or as it should be, we expect that management should help staff to be encouraged, to be engaged, to programs to just make sure that management philosophy is in line with employee goals. There was one webinar I took sometime around May where I talked about aligning the goals of employees to the strategic goals of the organization. Right? Employers have expectations, also have ambitions, and it's very important to be in a setting where your ambitions are also in synchronization with the expectations of your employers. Okay, if you don't believe in the philosophy of your company, or you are disengaged and you have tried everything possible, I'm sure most managements, they will always help their staff, or in most cases, or as it should be, we expect that management should help staff to be encouraged, to be engaged, to programs to just make sure that management philosophy is in line with employee goals. There was one webinar I took sometime around May where I talked about aligning the goals of employees to the strategic goals of the organization. Right? Employers have expectations, also have ambitions, and it's very important to be in a setting where your ambitions are also in synchronization with the expectations of your employer. So if you are within a system where you have all the support that you need, you feel like you are thriving and all that, very good, right? And if for whatever reason you just discover that that is not a place that you want to be, instead of causing the company problem and just being an extra burden for them to pay at the end of the month, perhaps you just plan your exit and you leave, and make sure you get into a place where you discover that you are contributing, you are adding value. Don't let any opportunity meet you in 2025 not prepared, right? I know we always want to do big things. We want to get into UN, we want to work in the big four, we want to get into oil and gas and get into tech, work in this company, work in that company. But let me ask you this question, right? Supposing somebody just tells you that, oh, this company is I don't want to call names, but they are recruiting and they have asked you to send your CV and they said you should come for an interview tomorrow. I hope you are ready. I hope you are ready for the big shot, right? And at points like this in November 2024, getting into December 2024, these are times when we need to ask ourselves these questions, right? When the big break, when the rain, we are praying for the rain. So perhaps the rain falls. Am I ready enough? Can I take the rain? Do I have enough capacity? So you want to build capacity. You want to see that you are strong, right? These are the things that network and all will leverage upon. Very important that you are not silent about your achievements. And I literally tell people, prepare, put these things in your journal. Don't think that when you attend an interview or somebody is trying to talk to you, that's when you start thinking about. A lot of us go on our day-to-day lives and we are doing big things and we don't even realize that we are doing big things. Problems happen in your office, you solve those problems, right? There are situations where you have advised people and they've taken those advices and they've done really well within your department at work, right? It's good to journal these things such that in your CV, you are highlighting these achievements. When you are speaking at interviews, you are highlighting these achievements. People always gravitate towards value. So if you are looking for a value body, I think I'm one person, because my 2025, if I think I've done a whole lot of things in 2024, I think I've really not started, or I've not even done anything, because 2025 really looks full. I'm giving you that adrenaline to push, and we are all going to be winning in 2025. Definitely, we are going to be winning. Don't forget that 2025 is an intentional year. It's an intentional year where you need to smash your career goals. Ensure that you are speaking as if you know what you are talking about, right? If I'm going to be speaking based on HR, I'm talking about best practices. I'm talking about international labor standards. I'm talking from labor law. I just tell you that I know what I'm talking about. Strong answers, right? I'm confident enough to do this. And never underrate confidence, right? Ensure that your confidence level is high and you hit milestones. Don't forget, if you are looking for a job or you are trying to do stuff like that, you don't need 5 years. You don't need 1 year of consistency. again, I would say that in 90 days, you can get an opportunity if you do these things day to day. Again, I'm excited about 2025, and I'm sure we will be smashing big goals in 2025. If you have stayed to the end of this video, I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you very much for being a part of this channel and the growth of this channel. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to share, engage on this post, comment. God bless you. Have a beautiful evening.